Welcome back, everybody, to the Nosebleeds podcast. I'm Chris Witt, and with me, as always, is Mr. Adam Schmidt. Adam, how are you today, sir?
I am Rendafulous. How are you?
Uh, Rufio, Rufio. You know what that's from?
That sounds so familiar. What?
Robin Williams as Peter Pan, and the guy
Oh,
that like took over Peter Pan when Robin Williams went to the real world was Rufio, and he was Rufio. All the little kids were chanting his name.
I think you
What's that?
uh George Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Was his name like Rufus or
I think it
something?
was Rufus.
Was it
Yeah, I
Rufus?
think
It
it
was
was
Rufus.
Rufus.
For some
Yeah.
reason that's what I thought.
Hey, Rufus. Yeah,
Mm.
for sure. Keanu Reeves, without a doubt, his best movie ever. Who was Bill?
I don't
I
remember.
feel like that dude should be like he should have been in a lot of stuff.
Or did he pigeonhole himself into that character?
I didn't do it to Keanu Reeves. Boy got out and did tons of stuff.
Yeah, he went and did Speed, and that was, it launched his
Launched his career into action.
into action.
Into
That's right.
action. The John Wick movies, like there was four of them out, and I had never seen a single one.
Same.
I got on a plane ride to Washington. I watched two on the way out and two on the way back, and I was
Awesome.
like, okay, John Wick, I get it. I get it.
You
Not
liked him,
bad.
huh?
Yeah, John Wick, the John Wick series, not bad. Not bad.
There's all kinds of cool facts that come out about Keanu Reeves on the internet all the time about like how good of a guy he is and stuff,
Oh,
and just
people
like,
love him. And
yeah,
he always looks like a bum. Picture of him looks like
yeah,
he's trying to not be seen, look as
yeah.
scraggly as possible.
He just rides the subway like everybody else,
Yeah,
and
just
like
chill, just say what's
he'll
up. Yeah.
he'll
hmm
get up to for somebody else to
hmm
sit down, and
He's a good person,
it seems yeah,
sounds like.
sounds like it.
Except for this is I just got an email. Oh man, he was on Epstein Island too.
Shoot,
Just kidding.
shoot.
Just kidding. It does feel like every single person
It feels like most of the people we saw in this Hulk Hogan documentary probably were
probably
on
were
there.
in there, probably at some point in time. You're probably right. Before we get started with the Hulk Hogan documentary, because we are going to talk about that, and then we have Trevor Noah, and then some baseball chatter that we'll get into. I do want to talk a little baseball first.
Okay.
Coaching moments, right? We talk about coaching on this podcast all the time.
Yeah.
I have two things that I like to talk about coaching. Good or bad? What do you want first? Good or the bad? Which way? Because there's that I got a super positive and I got a super possibly negative. I'm not 100% sure.
I like to start with the negative so that you
Of
finish with the
course you do.
positive.
Of course you do. I like
So
that.
that you finish with
Yeah,
the
finish
positive.
with I get it.
Yeah,
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 no,
yeah.
no, I get it. Uh, I have an issue on my team currently.
Okay.
I am a huge proponent and always have been about taking care of these kids' arms
Hmm.
and like paying attention to pitch counts and do I push it here and there? Maybe 10, 12 pitches. I'll let them throw maybe a day earlier than what if you throw 20 pitches or less, you can pitch the next day. If you throw 21 to 35, you got to take a day off. If there's those that they set in as like guidelines for you.
Hmm.
I mean, I'll push it, 10 pitches here or there and let them go a day early or something like that if need be. Um, But I always tell the kids, like, I'm taking you out right now because you're at your pitch count. Like, you're done for the day. And I feel good though, coach. I know you do, but I want you to be able to throw in high school. Like, I would rather watch you in high school or in college. That means more than you finishing this, seventh grade baseball game.
Yeah.
It means way more. And that's what I want. I'm going to try to make sure that you're okay and can do that. One of my best pitchers is also a quarterback on a football team. Has been one of my top dogs since he was 8 years old. But he's always had these little arm kind of like, my arm's a little sore. All right, well, we'll shut you down for a week, see how it feels in a week and, throw a bullpen, see how you feel, and we'll get you back out there. For the last 3 years, it's a little sore, like lost velocity. He lost a lot of things. So we'll shut him down for weeks at a time. One time, shut him down for the whole last half of the season. And finally, he goes to the doctor and he's out for 3 weeks, can't hit or throw. He's
Ooh,
not doing anything, no hitting or throwing.
yeah.
And I think it's because they don't know what's wrong with him
Ooh.
because they took an x-ray of his arm, shoulder, and elbow. And then this is what he told me. He said, I have to come back in 3 weeks to take more x-rays, but they said it would be, it would, they wish they would have died so they had something to compare it to. Do it. Yeah.
Compared to what every single other
I,
person's shoulder like.
but I don't know. Dude, again, this is words from 13-year-old.
Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't sound
So
right.
it is what it is. But he's got to go get looked at again. So 3 weeks before he can even think about doing anything. And he probably will only be able to hit when he comes back.
Yeah.
He's done, locked down. Couldn't play yesterday. Uh, yesterday. And then I've had a bunch of kids so far this year that they get ready to throw a bullpen, throw a couple pitches, like, Coach, my arm hurts. And I tell them all the time, let me know right away. We don't want to hurt it. And I've pushed that so hard on them. I don't know if it's like just because they're throwing and your muscles hurt, right? Like part of it. I don't know if that's what's going on. And they're just like, nope, coach said if it hurts, I got to tell him it hurts. Coach, I threw a pitch, it hurts. I'm not, I don't know if that's what's up or if
Mm.
I've got a problem, but I've got 4 kids now whose arms hurt. One kid, look, I don't even like it's a struggle to watch him throw. It looks you can tell he's babying it a little bit and it's making it hurt worse. Then I have a kid yesterday, gets to sing this kid I've ever seen in my entire life. Legit the fastest human being I've ever like this kid is 13 years old and run a 4.440 right now.
Wow.
He won like in Cooperstown, they have a tournament, 70 kids or 70 teams. Every team gets 2 kids and they get to run the bases. He ran the fastest time in the last 10 years. Yeah,
Yeah.
at 12 years, at 12 years old. Like this, and he runs violently, violently. He's running and like baseball player we have, but just makes for it and just athleticism.
Jackson.
Yes. Yes. But like, yes, exactly it. This kid is on first base. It's a base he's job. Third. And I'm like, hope in the third, like he's, wrestling or something. Boom, jams his shoulder. Now he's got red side is can't throw. He's three only hit. Him falling apart. Dude, I'm running out of kids that can even play the game of baseball right now on
Wow.
my team. And I'm feeling like I did something, but I know I didn't.
No.
But it's tough. Going through a tough time right now. But we're still winning games, so that's good. So
I mean, that's huge.
yeah,
Wow. You
I got all these kids can't throw.
are you so
I have
you're
8 kids right now that I can throw.
and how many of those are kids that would not normally pitch that you're gonna have to pitch?
3.
Wow. That's a lot. Man.
I
Well,
mean, my top was I mean, I got 5 that are going to throw a lot coming, a lot.
maybe this is the start of their pitching career. Maybe
Yeah, I Parker throws strikes and he's throwing harder and harder and he mixes speeds. At this age, it doesn't matter how hard you. They're not going to get good contact off you, but
Mhm.
I mean, I got 2 kids that throw 75 plus at 13, and it's like the kid the other day. He came in, he's like, Coach, I got me up. I'm like, I get it, no, but at the bottom of the lineup, I just want to blow up by him. Bottom of the lineup, timed him up, 2 hits, bottom of the lineup, and I'm
Oh,
like, you're right, yeah. I'll listen to you. I got no problem with it. But you got to mix up speeds no matter what.
Mhm.
So Parker can mix up speeds. We have a kid that has been working hard and going to get this weekend, not get to, going to have to,
Gonna have to.
going to have to, going to have to pitch.
Boy,
So, yeah, a little bit of a struggle there.
at all, what does that do to your lineup?
So the one was only playing first base anyway. The one who's only playing first base anyway.
And hitting.
He was hit, I don't know,
Okay.
nine. Um, oh, like our whole lineup hits well. Uh, Out of the game and all that. I had a kid who couldn't play anywhere else. He usually plays third for me. Now he's got to play first. So I got a first baseman I can't take out of the game. I can't take Parker out of the game because if the next kid that comes into pitch, Parker's going to go into catch because the catcher's going into pitch. So I got to keep Parker in the game. So he moves to second now. Now the three kids that play second, I got to choose. Two of them are coming out because it's either they're right or they're coming out. Like it's difficult. That's the hard part is the position, figuring out positions. And
Man.
like yesterday we played and my shortstop and my third baseman were not there. So I had new shorts, like shortstop was pitching, my third baseman was catching, my backup third baseman was catching. Now I got third string shorts or third baseman, second string shortstop. Like it's a lot, buddy.
You got a juggling act going on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's tough.
So I'm gonna
Gosh.
be the lad, but let's go to the positive. Positive coaching moment. Got a kid. We've talked about this before. One of the best baseball players at his age in the
Mhm.
city. Unbelievable. He just rakes. He's hitting 700 now. He's hitting
That's
700.
decent.
700. 700.
Mm. Oh, out of like, 5 at bats or whatever, right?
No, out of 12 games.
Holy
He's hitting 700.
smokes.
I mean, kill it. Yesterday, Parker had a double. So Parker bats second. This kid bats third. Um, we needed 4 runs in the inning, or we needed 3 runs, whatever it was. The leadoff got him. Parker hits a double. He scores. Parker's the winning run. Parker gets to third on the throw home to get the kid at the plate. Parker's at third, and it was the most like we walked him off because of run rule, but it was the most
Mm.
like nobody cared. Like everybody knew what was going to happen. Like they're just like, well, he's up to bat, got a man on third, less than 2 outs. We won.
Yeah.
Game's over, right? Like
Yeah.
winning runs on third. He hit a ball. There's no fence. He hit a ball. I'm no kidding. No kidding. Might have been out at Great American Ballpark in center field. Hit it maybe not center field at Great American, but he hit it every bit of 350 to 380. Like, but they're playing their outfield so deep. Kid caught it. Parker almost left too early. I almost grabbed him. Like, what you could walk home.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And but it was just like, oh, all right, well, Micah got out, but it was a it's a sack fly, so it doesn't count for his pass.
Yeah.
Just insane. So this kid, when he gets on the mound, is a wreck. If there's an error in the field, if the umpire doesn't call a pitch that he thinks is a strike, he loses his crap.
This is the same kid that's
Same
really, really
kid,
good. Okay.
same kid. Throws 77 consistently on fat and throws change up that falls off the table, curveball pretty decent, slider that just flies across the plate. Insane. The kid's is insane. He's on the mound and he is a his mind is he's a crazy person and he can't control his emotions. It's
Eesh.
bad and in a bad way. Like says bad things on the out loud that other kids on his team can hear. We don't win games when he's on the mound. He's our best pitcher. We don't win games when he's on the mound because our team can't hit because we're so down if one mistake is made. Called him out in practice the other day. Had conversations with him many times. Finally said something in practice and just straight up told him, We don't win when you're on the mound because of this reason in front of everybody. Like it's time. I did grab him beforehand and say, hey, I'm going to get on you today. You got to take it. This is for the team. Look at me straight in the eyes. Take it. Say, yes, sir. That's it. No words.
Good for you.
And, and then got into it. He took the mound yesterday. Defense didn't do the best for us. We're playing on a hard dirt field. It hasn't rained in a few days. You're going to get bad hops. Um, Couple bad hops, couple miss. He ended up throwing probably 20 pitches that he didn't need to because we had
Mm.
an error here or there with two outs, and got a little deep in accounts because of it. Nothing. Head up. Now, a couple times he said, "Hey, keep your glove down." Positive, not negative. Negative. Power. We're good,
Oh,
and that is they're not good. I was like, I got cold chills right now. I'm about to tear up.
yeah,
That's the difference between like you have a D1 college coming to watch you play in high school, and they see you act like that and they turn around, walk right away and go to the next game.
yeah.
Or they stick around and go, "Ooh." Then they get to see you hit and they go, "Ooh,
Hmm.
hey, I have something here." That's the
Yep.
difference between JUCO, NAIA, and playing D1 baseball.
100%
I
right.
was so excited for him. I was excited for him. He's not all there yet. He's
Sure.
still got some room.
Sure.
It's one
It's
game.
not going to be overnight, right?
It's not overnight. He's still very, very cocky, and has a lot to say all the time, which is
Mm.
fine. I get you got to have a little bit. You got to be super confident, but like he's still got a ways to go. But huge turning point, and as a coach, it was really cool to see it happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All
That's
right,
real
that's
cool.
28 minutes of me talking.
20, that was 28 minutes already?
Say, oh no, what time did we say this started?
10, was it?
Yeah. Okay, it was 18 minutes of me talking.
Okay. Well,
So anyway, that's it.
congratulations on that. That's
Super
really
cool. It was
exciting.
really cool. It
Yes.
was really, really
That
cool.
it sounds
It was cool.
like and to have the foresight to tell him ahead of time, like, I got something to say today. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting on you. You're not gonna like it.
So
It's just that's just the way it is.
I think that's an important. And he's easy to talk to as a coach. Like he's always very respectful to me. Talk to me about how he feels and talk to him. He's not. It's never bad. It's never like we're never getting into it. It's a pretty good relationship.
Good.
And I felt like I needed to just give him just a little bit of a heads up. Like, hey, just And I think that that's an okay thing to do when you're talking about a player of that caliber. I think it's okay to do that. I think some kids
Hmm.
need to get in the moment, and some kids it's okay to be like, hey, because it's more important to that I know ahead of time, make sure their reaction is the right reaction. We can, as a team, I can make sure the team is the right reaction.
Yeah, that was brilliant. That was
Well,
brilliant.
that's a little silly,
It
but
was. No, it was
yeah.
really smart. Um, it makes well, so many times I've heard people that were on or around the Spurs teams in the, between 2000 and, or whatever, all the Tim Duncan teams, that's why they were so successful because Pop could get into Tim Duncan's butt
Hmm.
and yell at him and cuss at him or whatever once in a while, and Tim Duncan would take it, and
Bill
he'd be like,
Belichick and Tom Brady. They talk,
yeah,
Belichick's going to give it. Now, Tom Brady's going to have an answer for whatever Belichick said, but he wasn't going to hold back just because he's Tom Brady.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you have a superstar that can take that and everybody sees that they can be coached hard
Hmm.
and they take it and they
Get better
listen
from it.
to they get better from it. They hear the message, the sometimes,
That's exactly right.
that's all.
Super good. It was a cool moment for me. Um, Coach, I was
I'm
very excited.
excited for you.
I was very excited. I hope it
Yeah.
continues, and I think it will. Um, but yeah, I was very excited. Now I just got to get this kid to. So like everybody else on our team can throw a good fastball, put it in good gut, and it's a ground ball to second base, ground ball to shortstop. It's an out. His are foul ball, foul tips. He works the count. 70 pitches in 3 innings, and he did well. How do I stop getting into these deep counts? But anyway,
Huh. That's
that uh spell came in Netflix. It's 4 part. I have watched so many 7, 8 years. I've heard a ton of this stuff.
yeah.
And I've heard more than that. What were your takeaways? And if you haven't watched this, probably about 10, 15, maybe 10 minutes. It's maybe,
I was gonna say like 30 or
oh,
something.
well,
It always ends
probably
up being.
it always ends up being more, but we're really trying to be time
Yeah,
conscious today.
that's right. That's right.
I'm tired.
Um, so a couple things that way just before we get into details is I, think reasons that guys didn't like him and some of the ways he, uh, you know, wrestler and people in the business felt like he uh wasn't the best, wasn't the guy, on just be
But so the Andre the Giant thing, right, was a huge part of it too. But the Hulkamania was for sure what pushed it to the top because Hulk Hogan had more than just the size and wrestling. His promos were amazing.
Mhm.
He worked could do of him in Okerlund. All of that was what put him above.
Yeah. He had a ton of charisma and a ton of he was just a good entertainer. Wasn't a great wrestler at all, really, but
A lot of the same moves all the time.
yeah,
Sure.
and a little I mean, he was enormous. He always,
It's huge.
maybe because he when I was a he um he was just Hulk Hogan. It seemed then you hear, and by the way,
You
he's
look at
either 6'7", 6'9", 6'10", 7 feet. He was 395. He was 425, 85.
he is
Like
probably six,
it's
seven, 300 pounds.
he
It's
was
probably my 6'7", 300 pounds. Because when they do show him next to Andre, say Andre was right at that 7 foot range in real life. That he was in that 6'7", 305.
in Sunday, our last of 4 games in a and we're the last game being in the whole
Oh,
gym with 6 courts on it and everything.
it's terrible.
And so
It's empty.
the rest of the courts are empty. The scores of the games that had just gotten over were still up there, and we still had 5 minutes left in our game or whatever, and somebody's free throw, and one of us is on the floor, and she goes, oh, over the other court, some, and she was
7.
excited about that, and I'm like, all right, all right, all right, all right. And I'm like, and we're down, 30 points at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
And
Last one to kick out a gym
right,
of
right.
6'7".
And I went ahead and just fit and
Good, good for you.
usually
Yeah.
and then, I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
come on now.
Good job. Though. Good
Thanks.
job. Good job. It's important that you do. You got to let them be kids too.
Yeah,
You got to let them be kids too.
yeah.
I was speaking of, don't come to any of my games. If there's not a fence, don't come to any of my games because the double celebrations and the sellies that we have going on right now on this team, you would not like.
Is that right?
They are nothing like to put the other team down, but they all got little dances and different things they do when they get out there. It's yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot.
All right. Uh, I'm gonna make it to a
And I
game,
let them.
but
And I let them.
yeah,
I let them. I let them. I let them have fun.
yeah,
And yeah. Now, if they do one of those things and we're down by like 8,
yeah,
I might pull them out of the game.
yeah.
But if we're or if it's a close game and it was a big moment, have some fun, bud.
Sure. Yeah, that's good. Um, Hulk Hogan.
That's good. Good for you.
Hulk Hogan. uh, uh, I can't remember where we were at with this, but anyway, oh yeah, we were talking about
Yeah,
his size
and
and all that
stuff.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff. He was a big giant guy, and super
Nim-
animal.
None of them that was then. There
Yeah,
was more holds and,
right.
regular suplexes and body slams today.
I was gonna
Easiness.
speaking of that, the first person to say this is Bret Hart himself, but other people will say Bret Hart was the greatest technical wrestler,
Absolutely.
and he was a guy who was more nimble and smaller, and he could flip different kind of thing. Watch today, and you're like, he was a robot. He could
Yeah.
barely move
Dude,
compared to
these
these
dudes
guys
are
now.
insane. During the intercontinental last,
Okay.
he I can't remember who was it. Oh, I think it was JT McDonough. JD McDonough gives him a Mexican from the other ladder. Tombstone pile, but first.
That's insane. That's not
It's crazy, dude. Look, especially the Intercontinental McDonough. Unbelievable ropes, just grab dude while flip at the same time, and he get a tombstone pile driver.
these guys are not wrestlers, they're acrobats.
That in Hulk Hogan's sideshow something.
Some, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently Mr. Hogan was
Mr.
Mr.
Balea.
Vallejo
Yeah.
was not the cuddly father, you
No,
know.
no.
Anyway, and you know, but we said all that to say mega superstar because he was so my like energetic and
Hmm.
just all the even just walking to the ring before he without a mic on, just the energy and the pointing and the
Hmm.
all the stuff that he did. But originally was one of the takeaways is I thought it was going to be more like the bad stuff.
Yeah, I
It
mean,
was
there was some guys that had stuff to say about him, like Bret Hart, had plenty to say about it.
oh,
Bret
don't
Hart,
blame that.
dude, Bret Hart's got so much to say about everybody,
I
though.
know.
That's
I
that's what makes it hard to listen to Bret Hart
I know.
because there's
Same.
always so much, and it's
Yes.
Shawn Michaels
Yeah.
and
Hulk
Hulk
Hogan.
Hogan,
Yeah.
right? Who were the biggest guys? From Hulk Hogan and anybody to so he came back, and then it became Bret Hart, and
Hmm.
then Michaels became the guy right after Bret Hart, and Butt hurt about all of it, right?
Yeah. Well,
Like,
they had Yokozuna beat Bret Hart, and then Hogan like
yeah,
go into the ring immediately when that
not even a
match ends,
match,
and yeah,
just leg drop him and take the
he
title.
took the
First off, worst ever finisher. Hulk Hogan might have had the two worst finishers ever.
yeah,
His original finisher was a bear hug,
yeah,
and it was the leg drop.
yes, yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The dude was not like
Yeah,
an
a
athlete, or
technical. Oh, he's an
yeah.
athlete.
Well, yeah,
He
yeah,
was
yeah.
definitely an athlete,
Yeah,
but not a
he was
technical kind of wrestler.
right. Yeah. So, uh, so yes, I thought it was going to be. They touched on things here and there, touched on him getting into drugs, and it took like 10 seconds to talk about that.
About the cocaine
When he,
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
like
Yeah. It's like,
he
yeah,
and
it might have been
Linda,
high. First off, before we get into we talk about that, Linda's a horn dog. All about.
because he recorded everything.
Yeah, and she did. And then in the interview and everything else, all it was just all about them getting it on.
Yeah.
Every time she was on, I was like, they're gonna talk about getting it on here because that's all she's talked about
Yeah.
this whole time.
Yeah. And she's on the home video camera, like, look what I'm married
Yeah, I
to.
know it. She said when they first met, who who can say they got
Oh, yeah, yeah.
a giant. I was like, damn, Linda.
Yeah.
Been so mad at him. Took him to court 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You just got done suing him,
Yep.
and you got on
Yep.
this.
Death heals
Yeah,
everything,
I
right?
guess so, right? He's crying, looking at the picture. She's like, there he is naked. I was like, what? You
Yeah.
have that in a book?
Yeah. What about your 18 boyfriend or 19-year-old
Yeah.
boyfriend? Is he mad about that?
Yeah, she's like through a photo album and oh, there he is naked. What?
Yeah, you're right.
How about when he's playing on the ground with Brooke and Nick and
On his
he's in
phone?
a thong? He's
I
wearing
wrote
a
that down.
thong.
I wrote a bunch of notes. I wrote that down.
My dude is rolling around on the ground with these little kids in a thong.
Yeah.
His whole,
Yeah.
I'm like, you're comfortable right there, Bob?
So weird,
Who's
man.
comfortable doing that?
I mean, in
Women,
all of his
women don't just roll around in their thongs and that's it,
right.
playing with kids.
Yeah. It's
Tons of those though.
Hunt
Lots of
speedos,
speedos,
little
lots of
tiny shorts.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's insane how comfortable wrestlers get with their bodies
If
and
I was
little
big
stuff.
and stuff, I'd be. Hey, I
I'm
don't care. Dude. I don't care.
yeah.
I wear speedo now, and I'm the grossest looking human being there is outside of Yokozuna.
That's not true. Close. Yeah.
Not a thong though. Not a thong. Not a thong speedo. Full butt coverage.
Oh God.
Full butt coverage.
Yeah.
Got one like the ones I have a little pad that like slides in a little pocket in front, so you don't get like the outline and all that. I feel like little
Oh,
kids don't need to see that when they're at the
sure.
pool.
Yeah.
There's no reason for that. So it's got a little
For
pad
sure.
in there, right? So it takes away from the outline of everything going on.
That
You've seen it.
must be what the wrestlers have in their
Not all
tennis
of them,
shorts.
buddy.
Yeah,
Not all of them. Nope.
yeah.
Go watch some Lex Luger.
Lexi.
Lex Luger, what's his name? What's the little yellow bird on Snoopy? Woodchuck.
Woodstock.
Woodstock in his nest, just poking his head out all the time. little poking his head up.
I
What's
know.
going on? A lot of them. It's not. Is this Nick? The all nights wear 'em. You wonder. Yeah, people were
I know.
so
I don't
comfortable
get
when Rick walks out before Matt, the underwear on, and then like a big, and it's like you're wearing like you're
it. Yeah. Yeah.
out underneath your. That's really right. What are you doing? I would ask, oh,
Sports.
something on.
Yeah.
No, Saturn or Raven. Yeah,
Yeah.
actually,
This is, I knew we
this
were, okay. One thing that I noticed was to no words at all in any of the four episodes about Randy Savage. Almost thing.
which is weird because we're so close.
Yes.
And
And
they
they
showed
touched,
him. They showed him a lot,
yeah.
and they touched on it with the WCW hero. He was, Savage was the hero at that time.
But they went through every single little era of Hogan's career. Mega powers? They
Mm.
said nothing about the mega
The
powers.
greatest tag team
Thank you.
to ever happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the dream. That's the 92 basketball dream team of
yes,
wrestling.
and it was probably in '92.
It was probably in 92. That's exactly right. um, Man, but I just could not believe that. They have so much history together that even outside the ring, they when he and Elizabeth broke up and he
If you
went
have
nuts
you
for
ever
a bit.
seen you haven't seen I talk about it all the time, the Dark Side of the Ring.
The Savage one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
So
seen that one.
that was a big one because Hulk's in there a lot, and so is
Hmm.
Linda, and they talk about how close they were,
Yes.
and unbelievable the stories from there. Now you're talking about Hulk Hogan telling stories,
Yeah.
and we've all learned, even just watching this documentary,
Hmm.
the Hulkster is one to maybe say a few, maybe make a story a little bigger than it was.
Yeah,
But I think where there's smoke, there's fire, right?
sure.
Like there's something to every one of those stories.
Yeah.
Man, you're right. Not nothing on Savage.
I was really surprised and disappointed, but mostly surprised about that for sure.
Yeah.
That was really weird. But yeah, I just thought there would be more. There were so many things that they just kind of mentioned, and then that was it. And,
And on four different episodes of this,
mhm.
4 hour long things you couldn't find.
They were all more than an hour, I think. It was,
You couldn't find 5 minutes to put on Savage.
yeah, yeah. That seems like it was missing very much so.
Yeah.
It seems like there were, a lot of the problems he had, and it was just kind of, they were just kind of vague when they
Hmm.
mentioned them, and it was mostly just about the path of his career.
That was it.
And
This was a Hulk Hogan. Where'd you start? Where'd you end?
yeah, it was the last thing I'll say as a general takeaway is it was so sad to see every time he went back because every time he went back, you could tell he
A
was
little worse.
worse, a little older.
Hmm.
Um, and it was just like, and then
And
there were
the
there
very
were
last time he came back, the very last time was the worst ever.
yeah,
It was the
yeah,
worst ever. The very first Netflix Monday night, and I watched that live when it happened.
yeah. It was in the heart of the supporting Trump thing, and they covered
Hmm.
that a lot in that last
Hmm.
episode. How everybody was like, you can vote for who you want to vote for, but like when you're all along, he's like, I never got into politics, you know, especially because you divide your fan base immediately.
Yep.
It's no matter who you're supporting or whatever. So there was a lot of that.
Unless it's him versus the Sheik.
unless it's him versus Sheik. Yeah, in 1988 or whatever,
Hmm.
right? So, but yeah, it was in the middle of the Trump stuff, and he came out with the All-American beer with himself on, and it was just like the eighth iteration of Hulk Hogan back again, and it was, I mean, after like the third one, there were times where people were getting tired of it,
Yeah.
and then that carried him into becoming the heel, the Hollywood Hogan deal.
It probably was the Hollywood Hogan thing because I've heard this so many times that nobody knew what was going to happen when Hogan came out at Bash at the Beach.
Oh,
Hall and Nash both say when he came, we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know he was coming through the curtain at all.
mm,
And then he came out. And if you watch it, you're like, oh, they definitely knew because but they're trained to go with the flow on things because they want natural. These wrestling promoters want authenticity
mhm.
when something big happens.
Yeah.
If you with the new WWE things, they only tell a couple people what their plan is, and then when it happens, they get more people involved.
Right.
But Hall and Nash, but it was like Hall and Nash were kicking butt and they're, making things happen and, ratings are climbing and Hogan's like, I'm getting in on this. That's what it felt. That's what made it feel like. I never felt that way before. I just felt like, oh yeah, this was all part of the plan.
Hmm.
That felt like he saw Hall and Nash doing all that and he's like, nope, I'm in. Then he just took over. And Nash, to his credit, has been this way with every interview you ever hear of him. He's like, look, y'all, everybody makes such a big deal about all this. Here's the deal. We're out here to make money. That's all anybody cares about. I want to make money. That's what I was looking for. I'm trying to make
Hmm.
money. Hogan becomes the man. Hogan's the man. He signed a contract, said he had creative control. Good for you, brother. You get to do anything you want.
Hmm.
Anything you want. And it's like he said with the atomic finger. He's like,
Yeah.
their butts are already in the seats. They already gave us their money.
And that's disappointing to hear
But
because
that's Kevin Nash. If you listen to
yeah,
that, that's Kevin Nash.
yeah. He even said, I never even thought about wrestling until I saw Hulk Hogan on TV, and I'm I'm more athletic, I'm better looking than him, and he's making all this money. There's no reason I can't. That's why he got to make money because he was like, I'm better than this guy.
Shawn Michaels helped a lot too, but
Yeah, I'm sure.
Shawn Michaels was huge with when he came in as Shawn Michaels
Yeah,
bodyguard.
that's
Like
right.
Michaels, Michaels put him over so well. Shawn Michaels put him over so well.
Yeah,
Besides, that's the putting over. It was kind of cool to see all the different times he put someone over, or somebody put him, and all those things. That was kind of cool
yeah.
to
But
really get how that works.
yeah, yeah. But there were stories of, guys that were gonna be or wanted to be, and
Jake the
he
Snake
he
talked about it
wouldn't
all
do
the
it.
time.
Yeah.
Jake Snake says it all the time. He was supposed to do all these things, work with Hogan. He was going to get put over, and
Hogan said no.
nope.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, real quick, WrestleMania one,
Yeah.
when they went over that so fast. One of the best stories ever. Uh, Jake the Snake at WrestleMania with Muhammad Ali was guest referee, and everything's going on, and he was on the outside, and Muhammad Ali was on the inside of the ropes, and Muhammad Ali hit him and Jake the Snake flies off onto the mat, and he's on the ground. And they came back and like, oh my God, dude, you just got hit by Muhammad Ali. How unbelievable was that? And he said, felt like a feather hit my chin.
Yeah, yeah, I
I
remember
was like,
hearing
that's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my
that.
life. Because that's what like wrestlers try to do. They like work to hit but not hit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
John Cena's got a famous video out now. Those punching things where it shows how hard you punch,
Oh yeah.
and he's in this like Dave and Buster's, and there's a bunch of people around. He's like this, and runs up, and he just barely, and he swings and just barely touches it, and he looks in this camera. Somebody's got a someone with a cell phone. He goes, "I ain't hit anybody for real in 20 years." He turns around, walks away. And I was like, "Dang on, that looked like he really hit that too."
Yeah,
They trained to do that.
right. And at that time, Jake the Snake's nose was so full of cocaine that he probably didn't really feel it
He
anyway.
didn't. He didn't. He didn't at all. He didn't at all.
Um, all right. So
God,
those
I
were
love the snake.
generally
I
the
love
take.
Jake.
Yeah. I'm so happy that he's like he got
Alive.
himself better. Yeah. Yeah, that he's
Thank God
alive.
for DDP.
He's
Dude,
yes,
Diamond Dallas
exactly.
Page has saved so many wrestlers.
Yeah.
So many.
Yeah. And he saved him once, and then Jake got
Bad
worse
again.
again, and
Yeah.
then he got back again, which is great. So anyway, anything else about I kind of
Mm.
took over that. I'm sorry, but
I don't think so. I think we both did a good job there.
okay. Is there anything that you felt like I felt like so much was missing? Did you feel like and this could have been done a totally different way, or it could have been a 10-part series with way more, or
Yeah,
it could have
you
been
with a guy like him and all the footage they had, it definitely, I mean, you could have got in depth in each and every one of his like rivalries and different things that went down. Um,
I wanted more behind the scene. I mean, there was a lot of that too, but
there
I
was
wanted more behind the scenes stuff. How
I
people talk to him in the locker
yeah,
room and all kinds of different
if
things.
you want that, just pop up a couple podcasts that
Yeah.
people talking about it. My biggest takeaway was it's the same thing that I get from a lot of these when he's like, "Man, I just wanted to be with my kids." And I wanted to, and I didn't know how to tell Vince, and I tried to ease it into Vince, and Vince says, "Well, who am I gonna put the belt on? How am I gonna book Cincinnati? How am I gonna book Arkansas? I got all these on the book. How am I gonna book them if you're not on it?" It's like, man, what kind of pressure are you putting on a guy
Yeah.
that just wants to be home with his family? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like Natalia, Natalia Natty, she wrestles now.
Mm.
She's in that quite a few Jim the Anvil
Neidhart.
Neidhart's, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
daughter. Um, she's like, my dad was a middle of the road wrestler and he was gone 300 days a year. Like you're Hulk Hogan, you are wrestling.
Yeah.
You're gone even more. And then there's one I also think they took when they were talking about the kids, they took something he said kind of they made it seem out of context. He's with Dennis Rodman. It was the NWO time. And they were talking about not being around the kids and missing soccer games and
Oh
missing
yeah.
stuff. And he looks at Dennis Rodman and he says, and there's a bunch of good looking girls on the couch. And he's like, if you're going to miss practice, the NWO is a pretty good reason to do it. Am I right? And they're laughing and all this. He was talking to Dennis Rodman about missing his NBA practice.
Oh
He wasn't talking about
yeah.
missing his kids' practice, but they made it feel that way. That was the
Yeah.
only thing that I felt had a like you could take that the wrong way easily. Like
Yeah.
he
And I
wasn't
did. I thought for
right.
I until
He
you
was
just
looking
said
at
that. Yeah.
Dennis Rodman because Dennis Rodman was known for doing that
That's
kind
right.
of stuff. That was totally directed that way. That was not him saying that about his kids' practice.
Because they put that right after
Right?
Linda was talking
That's what
about
I mean.
missed
Yeah.
soccer practice or dance or
Yeah.
whatever.
And I wish they wouldn't have done that because I feel like that was a
Yeah,
listen,
yeah.
Hulk
It's
Hogan's
great.
done and said some stupid stuff. Plenty.
And he admitted to him too.
He did, for sure. But that one right there was not that way. I don't feel like he actually felt that way. I don't feel like making the money and he was who he thought he was and all that stuff. But
Hmm.
he, I truly believe all these guys, like when I see them and you see the way they look, and that's the hardest part for all of them
Sure.
is the family and the
Yeah.
kids and the stuff they miss and the birthdays and the, you know, wrestling matches and the, all that stuff.
You hear a lot of stories about guys not being very close with their kids or not having good relationships with
Hmm.
their kids because they're gone so much. And that's like you choose basically you choose wrestling over your family if you're going to
And
do it.
it's not necessarily wrestling. It's you're choosing this is the best way I can provide for my family.
Yeah.
So you're doing it from a good place, but it's not healthy family dynamic
Right.
in any way, shape, or form.
For sure. And that reminds me of something that just entered my mind when you said that and then is immediately gone.
Mm,
Um, oh, that quickly. Um, you're saying that uh, choose. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. So after the divorce, he's Hogan's down to like hardly any money. He says,
hmm.
right? He gave Linda 70%, and
Good for her.
he, yeah, you're not kidding. I think it was $40,000 a month in support.
Jesus. And she
Um,
put all of it into herself because she
yeah,
still looks like she's 50.
yeah. She's really starting to age now, but yes,
No, no,
she's
she's definitely eight. But I
yeah.
mean, when I say that, I mean, like you can look at her and say, old girl's got a lot of work done.
Yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't mean it like she looked, oh my God, good for you, girl. I mean, like she's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
trying to look like she's
She's
still 50.
she's put a lot of that money into eyeliner and yes, um, and cosmetic surgery. But yeah, my thing was he he came back when his body was not able to take it anymore. He came back for more money. Eric Bischoff
Yeah.
got him back in, and especially when he went to TNA
Mhm.
at the end, it was like, dude, and he said, I Eric Bishop said he needed the money. Like I felt he said I
He owed
felt
it.
bad about making him do this, but he needed the money and he was
Mhm.
willing to do it for the money.
Mhm.
Hulk Hogan did not need to keep wrestling for money. There were so many other things that drove me crazy. So many other things that Hulk Hogan can do. All the business
Yeah, but you
interests.
can't do them unless you put yourself back out there. In his brain, Hulk's brain, when I wrestle, I get all these other endorsements, but I have to put myself on TV and be Hulk Hogan for these to come back.
But I disagree with him in that.
That's fine. I'm just telling you, that's his brain.
I
I'm telling
know.
you how his brain works.
I know. And
That's
it
how it
was
worked for 40 years before it.
obviously because he kept going back and he kept getting worse and his body kept getting more damaged
So
and
I missed the end. I missed the last. I didn't see the whole thing. Did he tell the George Foreman grill story?
no.
Have you ever heard the George Foreman grill story?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. It was originally his thing.
Hulk Hogan's
And he
agent
missed.
told him about it and he missed the voicemail and he didn't. And they ended up giving the joy. It was going to be the Hulk Hogan grill or the Hogan grill or something.
Yeah,
And George Foreman got it.
yeah, yeah. But he could have, I mean, he could have, and he did anyway, have so many other opportunities just because of the original Hulkamania.
Yeah, but what for him, think about it. He's like, it's everything's passed me by. Everything's done. I'm out of my prime. I'm not gonna have these action figures. I'm not gonna have all these things that's gone. Now now you're talking about that time you're talking about uh John Cena and like I mean you're
Hmm.
past that Brock Lesnar and well into all that stuff. How he was basically saying I can't just go say somebody, hey, I'm Hulk Hogan, let me, what do you want me to do? I'll go make you some money. The way he knows how to make money is by getting inside the ring.
I, are there not enough people around him to be like, dude, you can go on podcasts, you can sell anything with your name with the Hulkamania, like lean on
He
that,
already did.
on the nostalgia of the
He already
Hulkamania stuff.
sold everything.
I,
Like everything's been,
sure,
there's nothing left that he could create that would stir up a buzz.
you don't even have to do anything new, obviously, because I don't know one person that tried his beer.
I keep saying that I want to find some all American beer, and I never have.
I don't know. It just I think there were a million things he still could have done, and because it was worse every time he came, he started getting booed all the time. Every time he
Yeah.
came back, it ended up being bad. And then he would get over one more time or whatever, and people would be really excited in like one moment or one night or
The
for a week or a couple of
Yeah,
days or whatever, and then they would
with
try
The
to ride it
Rock.
out.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
The Rock and with all the other
And
stuff.
then,
Yeah.
but then they would try to ride that out again, and then people would get sick of him again or whatever, and people could see that he was aging and not in good shape.
When Goldberg beat him, that was the greatest day in the world for me, right? Like he beat Goldberg, the man, Hollywood, NWO Hogan
Yeah,
for the title.
that's right.
It was unbelievable. Didn't even talk about that either.
No, they did not touch on that. Anyway, all right. I mean, it was fun to see, 4 hour and a half long episodes, whatever they were, about Hulk Hogan. Especially after because they filmed all that stuff right before he died.
Yep.
Um, and so it was cool. There was a lot that I wish would have been added
Was
or
Brooke in any of the last episode?
uh-huh.
She was. I
Yep.
mean, outside of the TV show. But like, did they actually
No,
enter, or
no.
was it just stuff from the TV show?
I don't think she no, I
It
think
was
she
stuff
interviewed.
from the
It was
TV though.
just the
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah,
TV show.
yeah.
Yeah. Back when she was
That was the
looking.
Oh yeah, good for her. Yep. And Linda.
She looked like I thought she looked better than Linda when Linda was young.
Yeah. It was So, we have a different way of
Yeah,
saying at
yeah,
this point in time.
yeah. Be forced today.
Yeah.
No, that's awful. That's awful. I'm
No, they
just
wouldn't because they would dress differently and look differently.
yeah, yeah, I guess so. Anyway, I'm just kidding about it. Who cares?
I'm a four.
I'm a four.
You're an eight.
I'm a four.
That
Get
hair, bro.
away from me.
Look at that hair. 2 points on
Okay,
its own.
right,
You're
exactly. I'm
over.
a two with good
You're
hair. I'm a
you're
four.
over 40 with that hair, dude. That bumps you 2 points from wherever you're at.
To get a four
You
to
go
get
from
to
a
a four.
6 to an 8 like that, like that.
No. Okay. Thank you for the documentary about Hulk Hogan. It was a big deal. I was really excited since I heard about this coming
It
out.
was really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. Okay. Uh,
Now for the hardest thing I think we're gonna have to do today.
yeah. Mount
I
Rushmore.
can't wait to hear yours.
This was way harder than I thought.
Yeah, yeah,
Way harder.
yeah. It's really hard.
I feel
I was
like
sitting in the game yesterday, and I'm talking. I don't know what I'm gonna say
I
because
feel like
you already stole the one from. Oh, man, we had one. We say here, kid. What do you say here? What do you say here?
that's the first one.
We say here, kid. Come now. Come now. I feel like so. Come now. We say here,
hmm
but I'm struggling
I
from
even
there.
I even go hey now, hum now, which probably isn't used very much today, but I feel like it was
Yeah,
back in the
back
day.
in the day, hum now. We say here.
But then I've also got playing with how you say numbers. Um,
Okay,
you're gonna
no,
go.
I like that because like my
We say
dude.
now 2-7. Everything comes off of what you say now. Like
Yeah.
2-7. We say now. We say now.
So I don't go ones. I don't like ones.
Snake eyes or
No, 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 no.
sticks or
Sticks.
sticks. Yeah,
I'm a sticks guy.
yeah.
So we picked
That's
this
fun.
kid up. We picked this kid up uh when we first, so 10U. So 10, 11, 12, 13. So this is his fourth year with my team. And he was number 11. So the very first year he's with me, I start calling him Sticks because that's why I called Little whenever we played, Little was always Sticks. I'm like, what up, Sticks? How you doing, baby? What's up, kid? And nobody got it. Everyone's like, Sticks, Sticks. I was like, hey, you're number 11. That's why I call you that. He's on the team. He's really good friends with Parker's older cousin, my nephew.
Mhm.
And he's hanging out with my nephew. And he's there when I'm having a birthday party at my mom and dad's house. So he's at my mom and dad's house with my nephew. He makes a birthday card with all the other kids. They always draw up cards. And he said, happy birthday, Coach Chris, blah, 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 from Sticks. And I was like, I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. 'Cause he
Yeah.
Sticks. That's who he is.
That's right.
Every time I talk to him, I'm like, yo, Sticks. That's what I call him.
Yeah.
And then 00, we had a kid named 00. I used to call him Zip Zip. We
Zip
say
zip.
here, Zip Zip, come here,
Yep.
Zip Zip.
That's exactly what I'm
And
talking about.
my the whole softball team all came up to me one day and they're like, dude, it's been a month. Why you keep calling him Zip Dip? And I was like, what?
Zip zip.
Zip Dip. Zip Zip 00. Oh, yeah. What's up, Zip Zip? Nobody got it. Nobody got it. Nobody on it. Little didn't even get it. And I called him Sticks.
Yeah. I think
Anyway.
I would call 00 ooh.
Ooh, I like
Just
that.
reading it.
I like that. Ooh. But I like that. I do. Yes. Yeah. So you got 2-2. We stay here 3-4. We
And
stay
then
here. Come now 2-3.
yeah, and then this might be cheating, but number three for me is the same thing with nicknames. If you got a nickname, we say now P, we say now G Money, we say now so and so,
Schmitty. We say Kip.
yeah, you're gonna take a last name, you're gonna shorten it or throw an E or throw a Y on
Mm-hmm.
the end of it or
Yep.
something like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's something. And I know this is hard. It stinks. I thought this was gonna be way better, and I'm just going for my fourth one. I'm just going, hey now, so and so.
Hey now.
You got hey now. What do you
Okay.
say now?
Okay.
Uh,
So hey now. I don't know that I've ever said hey now. I don't know if I've ever said hey
no,
now.
it's just like we say. We say now somebody. Hey now
I
somebody.
don't.
We say now.
I'm just saying I don't think I've ever
You
said
don't say that?
I don't think I've ever said hey now.
Really?
No. No, I'm definitely we say hey kid, come here. So come now. Come here. I'm gonna say come now. Come now.
Yeah.
Come here. We say kid. So just because I need to figure it out, so I was breaking it up, right? So I got come now.
Yeah.
I got way set here.
Yeah.
The kid I'll leave because it didn't matter. I was always kid, but
Hmm.
so um come now we say hey, the numerals, right? I had the numbers. Nobody's 23, nobody's 34. It's 2334.
Hmm.
Individual, you call the number out individually
Yes.
in the chatter. If you're chattering, you're spacing things as far as you can. We got to get as many words in as we can. So it's not 23, it's 23.
Yeah.
It feels longer even though it's shorter.
Yes.
So the numerals, I don't, I have no idea what my last one's gonna be.
Hmm.
So now we say, hey kid, come here 2 4. We say, hey kid, we say now. We say now. What do you say now? Did I already said what do you say now?
We say, yeah, we say, yeah.
We say hey now. We say kid. We say now. We say now. How many 2 3? Okay, let's just pretend like who give me a number.
3.
3. Kyden Williamson. Come here, 3 ball. 3 ball. I do that a lot. I do
Yeah.
that a lot.
Okay.
3 ball. I'm gonna throw in the pool aspect of it.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
I say that a lot. I do that a ton. If you're a school number,
Hmm.
I throw in ball on the end of it.
I gotcha.
Come here, 3 ball. We say kid, all you not cow. We say kid. We say hey. We say now. Those are the same. Come now. I'll let that be one.
Hmm.
The numerals and then number with a single digit with a ball
With a
behind it.
ball, yeah. Yeah.
That's gonna be my 4.
Now, do you ever go 8 ball and you're like, oh shoot, that's a drug term. I shouldn't say that.
No, never. I call I Mason Martini.
Hey,
We
okay.
say hey Mace. We say hey kid. All you know. We say hey ball. We say now. We say hey.
Uh,
Come here, hey ball. Big shot now. We say now.
there you go. See, I like that. I like that.
50-50. Stay back. Stay back. Here, let it travel. Let it travel. We say here, kid.
That's all good chatter to me.
But that's not chatter though.
I
A lot of
know
that
it's just terms, phrases, just
helping. It's like, hey, let it travel. Let it travel. 50-50. Right where we want to be. We want to be balanced. 50-50 on my
hmm.
feet. A lot
Hmm.
of that stuff. That's not chatter though. Like if I'm in the field, I'm not saying any of that. If I'm in the field, dude's pitching. Hum now. I just said hum now.
Hmm.
I think I said it because you said I hum now before.
Yeah. I feel like it's an older term.
Come now, we say, hey kid, oh you now. We say here, we say sticks. Oh, you say now. Give me one here, give me one now. You all right? You all right? We say, kid, you
Dude,
all right? You all right?
yeah,
Things are going bad. You all right? Here we say now.
yeah, yeah,
I keep
yeah.
clapping and making you blink,
Took
and
a
I
friend.
clap.
Yes, did you pull out clap?
I can't start chatter and not clap. I
Sure.
can't do it
I
without a
totally
clap.
understand. I do understand that. I see behind you right now. I don't see it all with me apart. I see ba-
From
yeah.
the breakup keeps coming. Uncle Jim, I'm super good.
Again.
And know how annoying it is. I get it. Used to that. I gotta get the Wi-Fi boost emo.
Right.
Yeah, way
Okay.
cheaper stuff.
With booster.
Yeah, I'm with boot
Cool.
for sure. Uh, so anyway, yeah, plenty of loud claps, plenty of everything else on all that. Kid, did I is man, maybe kid should be part of it.
Kid. I mean,
Because even when I did play softball with older people, I would still say we say a kid.
mm-hmm.
G?
Kid's a big one.
Yeah, kid's a big one. I
Yeah.
like kid.
Yeah.
No, it's all right. Sticking with what we're with Trevor Noah in the trenches. Is
Yeah,
that right?
yeah. Right. Well, that's on my look. How I took all
Dude,
those
that's a
notes.
lot
Hogan,
of no Hogan
Hogan notes.
notes.
Um, Joy in the trenches.
Joy in the trenches. Joy in the trenches. Yeah, singing back and forth.
Hmm.
Say you. When he did that,
Say
I couldn't
me.
stop. I sang that song for 10 minutes in my kitchen. Dude. Say me.
Say it for
Say it
always.
for always.
That's the way it should be. All right. Okay. Yeah, you go. You go first on Trevor Noah. I
All right, so
went nuts on Hogan.
okay. Okay. Trevor Noah joined the trenches, starts off heavily about his Grammy deal and the whole this whole thing that went down with Donald Trump and there's a whole lot of this is a big but Trevor Noah that's what he did, right? He did the
Mhm.
Daily Show forever. There's a lot of politics, a lot of serious stories,
Yeah.
lots of serious stories.
Yeah.
I struggle with the seriousness in comedy. It
Hmm.
struggles. I'm gonna say this. Last week I gave two different scores
You gonna start doing
for
that?
Jeff Ross. I don't know that this felt completely like a comedy, like a comedy special. Do you agree?
I yes, I agree, but it is.
I know. So maybe just score it then. I feel bad because like some of it, like a lot of it was good. I'm like, yeah, yeah, tell the story. Like nothing like he wasn't doing a bad job or boring me at all. Like I was into part of it. All right, we pretty sure it's back on. Sorry for another skip, but we were saying about uh Trevor Noah about how we needed to be more of a comedy special. And I'm like, listen, like I don't like your politics. You can be I'm a right wing guy, right? Like I'm a maybe not right wing, but I'm a Republican, I would say. I mean right. But a lot of this like I'm not a crazy Republican. Like I'm not this, super right wing, nothing in all these liberals are terrible. No, no, I got a lot of feelings for stuff like that too, right? They're a little left, right, lean to like or lean right, middle, lean left. That's what
Sure.
it is. So we like I can appreciate him with anything like that. And some of his Donald Trump stuff. I mean, we all know who Donald is. The Donald's a ding dong, right? He is. He's that just that's a whole
Surprise!
nother
By the way, surprise appearance in the Hogan documentary. Like he did legit
yeah. Because Hulk
interviews.
Hogan asked him to.
Yeah,
And they got a little deep on him, and he was like, I think I've given you enough
yeah.
right now. I was like, oh, okay. All right.
He didn't want to do the
He didn't want to
wave.
do the finger wave. He
Yeah.
was like, nah, good try. He's smart enough to know somebody's messing with him and
Yeah.
trying to make him look dumb,
Yeah.
right? He knows. He can't help himself sometimes, but he knows. Anyway, so with that whole deal, I I don't want it to feel like it because I don't like that. Some of that stuff was even a lot of all of the stuff was funny when he made a joke. It was funny
Yeah.
in the beginning when he read the social post. I actually enjoyed that. I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna knock these out. We're gonna have a couple really quick little little jokes here, and let's because he was reading a sentence, telling a joke, reading a sentence, telling a joke. I'm cool. We're like,
Hmm.
do that all day long. Then we got into story time with Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was like, oh, these little quick little quirks. Sorry, little phlegm in there. Uh, I don't know, man. It was. I wanted to rate it two different ways. I wanted to rate it as like a one man show again, and
Yeah.
then like and then like a comedy special. Because I would do a lot like I did with Jeff Ross if I did that. That's just I just again I struggle with when you have a comedy special or what you call a comedy special and you don't go out and perform a comedy special.
Hmm.
And I'm not saying that there's one way to do it because there's many ways to put a special on, but the biggest part of it is the first word.
I'm expecting some jokes.
I'm expecting comedy throughout.
Yeah.
I'm here to laugh.
They talk a lot in comedy about laughs per minute or laughs per second,
Sure.
not second, but laughs
But
per
yeah,
minute.
per minute.
A lot of guys don't seem to be worried about that anymore. Not a lot, but some certainly. And like a guy like Trevor Noah, who spent 6 years doing the Daily Show with all of his jokes political
Hmm.
during that show. So, and he feels strongly about that. I'm pretty sure this is the second Trevor Noah special we've done,
It is.
and his first one was exactly exactly like this.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, especially while Trump's in office. I mean, he's gonna do a lot. And there
Which is like, listen, dude, there ain't nobody that's gonna laugh at more Donald Trump jokes than me.
Yeah, but it was like it's so
Mm.
kind of like up front whenever, but then like he would get something for a while and then make a Donald Trump.
Come right
Get in
back.
his and then it's like, dude's dead, man.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. A little bit. You think so?
His
A little bit.
this guy's
I
got
mean,
control of your mind.
he straight up admitted it in the
Yeah.
very beginning.
As the kids say, he's living rent free in
He
your brain.
rent free. And the Donald tends to do that to people, I
He
guess.
does
He
do that.
tends to do that to people.
Yeah.
And he's got the Noah here. Who? I don't know, whoever he is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty good. Like I make fun of the double entendres or whatever. I don't know what that word means, but the little silly things like that.
Mhm.
Make fun of all those things. Love that. Let's joke about I need a test store.
Yeah.
And then was that it? Oh,
If you're gonna be if it's gonna be a joke every this the funniest thing I've heard in my life.
I better out loud laugh.
Yeah.
If I don't out loud laugh at word you
It
that's
better be the last thing I would ever because wasted something fun about whatever the apartheid and then how it relates to Donald Trump and
going to your alien tangent
I mean,
that we went into.
yeah,
How that became that what did that end up with? Donald Trump
Donald Trump.
being
Yeah,
the king or whatever.
right. I'm like, come on, man, just
Hmm.
I get it. He's Donald Trump's jokeable. He's it's so easy. Everybody does it constantly.
Oh,
That and Saturday Night Live does it every week.
hmm.
Every comedian has done a Donald Trump joke, many over the last 12 years or whatever, 10 years. And you have to come up with something. It has to be unexpected and it has to be really good. Otherwise, you're just doing the same jokes everybody else is doing, and you can't stop talking about him. I just need something else.
I'm with you. We
I need
agree.
more.
We agree. We agree.
Now,
Okay.
still not even. I want to change mine like we always want.
You already have it written down?
Yeah.
You want to do kind of
Let's do nah.
four?
Half of half of,
That's
half
not
a
very
point off
close.
is big.
Point is a lot.
And I'll tell you,
Where you gonna go down?
yeah,
Oh,
I was. I was thinking I was
you almost gave him a
7-2-8.
three. You almost gave him a three,
But I
which is
made sure
which is where we say, watch.
I
And we just sat here and talked about how
the point. Yeah, I think when I was watching it, I for stuff that was like, okay, I like that's a joke. That's not too bad. This little story was afterwards. I'm thinking about it, and I'm like processing more. And like there just enough. There just wasn't enough there.
while I when you're watching it and you're like, okay, I remember that part was pretty good. That was good. And you have to like tell yourself to remember certain things
Yeah.
that it probably didn't hit. The best ones are always the ones where you start and you're like,
Yep.
just gotta listen.
Yep.
I ain't got time for this.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just did Mark Norman was like that for
Yes,
me. I was like,
absolutely.
there's no reason. I don't have enough ink in this pen.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just writing the set.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So before this podcast freezes up again,
You have the baseball chatter more. Um, it just came out, I think, like 10 days ago. Uh, Brett Williams. I
I
think we
think so.
did. This
And that made once again.
that was Dyer's office action.
Right spot on.
Yeah. I
Gotcha.
went.
Yeah. Reactions are reactions. What is it?
Reflexes.
Ref
Hammer.
My brother-in-law Cody is and the lead singer not stop playing white and I time. See, I gotta tell my Brody about how this podcast has got so many breakups in it. We just sat here for a minute waiting for it to come back on.
This podcast is my love life. So many breakups in it.
Well
Now.
done.
Come on now.
Okay. Brad Williams.
Brad Williams. It's called Live on Short Street. Live on Short Street.
I don't get it.
Um, yeah, I don't either. We'll see. I guess we'll see when we
Yeah.
watch it.
So if you haven't seen Brad Williams, check it out live on Short Street. See if it makes sense to you
This one's on YouTube, by the way,
on the YouTube,
free of charge.
free of charge on the YouTube. I am gonna go with the Mount Rushmore. Oh man, Mount Rushmore of short people, of little people,
Ooh,
of what are they called?
little people.
Little
Yeah,
people. Yeah.
yeah.
If you have dwarfism, we'll say dwarfs. Is
Well,
that not okay?
there's different kinds of
I mean, little people.
littleness. Yeah, there's
Yeah, but
dwarfism, but then there's other stuff too.
like, well, I'm talking about is specifically dwarfism, right?
Okay. Yeah,
Oh no, dwarfism because there was a little. I just met this little girl and her mom was telling me that she had dwarfism, and I was like, she looks completely normal. She's just like 4'6".
hmm. There's a not even really, it's sort of like a documentary. I think it was on Netflix called something like You Can't Say That. And it's just like all like different groups of people. And they just interview people from those groups about things that people say to them and ask them. It's like offensive or what's okay. And little people was one of them. And they had several different types of little people and they explained that and they were like, it's
But
offensive when people say this, but it's not when they say this.
but little people's okay.
I think so. Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
Okay. That's we'll find some, yeah, we'll find some good ones. Micro wrestlers, they call them.
No, no, they call it midget wrestling. No,
So
no.
they some
If you're watching wrestling, it's still called midget wrestling,
yeah.
right?
If you
That's
go to the old place
yeah,
in Price Hill that used to
yeah.
have wrestling on Friday
Like
night,
they're called
or pers-
then
that category.